Thanks for Auburn Township.
Let me give some handouts to our audience.
Just have to sign in. Be attested again.
The Auditor's Office has reviewed the budget as submitted by Auburn Township. Their budget indicated a beginning cash balance in the general fund of $289,730.51. They requested revenue in the amount of $452,509. We will be certifying the same. Estimated expense of $694,342, giving an ending cash balance of $47,897.51. In the Road and Bridge Fund, their budget indicated a beginning cash balance of $336.52. They requested revenue in the amount of $847,567. We are going to approve revenue in the amount of $876,422. Estimated expense is $1,112,672.03 with a negative cash balance ending of $235,913.51. The Auditor's Office has certified a renewal of a 1.0 mil levy, which would clear that negative balance and would yield $253,788. In the Fire Fund, their budget indicated an estimated beginning balance of $512,786.69. They requested revenue in the amount of $870,494. We are certifying the same. Estimated expense per their budget was $1,096,014, giving an ending cash balance of $287,266.69. In the debt fund, truck debt is now being paid directly from the Road and Bridge Fund. Fire station renovation is being paid directly from the Fire Fund. Is that correct?
Correct. The renovation's finished.
No special assessments. Millage for Auburn Township is 1.4 in the inside general fund, 1.6 inside Road and Bridge, 2 mills outside Road and Bridge, 3.5 mills outside fire, for a total of 8.5. And then once that 1 mill levy renewal, if that is passed in November, that will increase that number. Yes.
Questions?
So my big concern is the jump between estimated balances and actual balances. The 2012 history was indicated some big swings.
I have a copy for you. Okay.
If you look at the top right-hand set of figures,
Yeah.
the 2012 estimated cash balance is $50,000. You ended up with $350,000 more than you estimated. If you go down to the estimated ending cash balance of that column, not all the way down, just the yeah. So you went from $700 to $500,000.
So the budgeting was a wild swing, and you're asking why?
No, I'm just making the observation.
Yeah.
There was a wild swing.
Yeah.
We need to be a little more accurate.
Tighter. Yeah.
Because if you go down all the way to the bottom right-hand column, to the fire fund, you presented us with an estimated ending cash balance of $47,000, but had $600,000 in the bank, actually. I'm of a mind, if you're going to have this much money sitting around, it's going to go back to the taxpayers. Unless you can show us that, it's going to go somewhere. It's important to me for the estimated balances to be pretty close. 20-30% swing, that's kind of fungible. A 500% swing, well, we got to talk.
I think it was all because of the fire, that huge $2.5 million fire department addition. That really did affect. I think all of our energies went into that. And we started collecting money before the expenses came in the fire fund. I mean, that's what happened there. That will even out. The levy passed, the monies were collected, but we were not spending it So that's what happened there. In the general fund, I just kind of plugged in the budgets into the UAN system, and it just shows you what the expenses are, and so that.
But your trustees are telling you what they're going to spend.
Yeah.
You got to hold their feet to the fire a little.
More, yeah.
They haven't, the fact that you had that much carryover in 2012.
In the general?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was unusual.
Yeah. You predict this time you're going to spend $694,000
Out of the general?
out of the general fund. What you said.
Yeah. Well, I think, that's salaries and
I know.
that's healthcare.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And again, the discrepancies in revenue in the general fund could and are more than likely due to the fact that we do not allow them to anticipate estate tax. And so that can inflate their revenue unanticipated, in their case by $300,000, $400,000.
How much estate tax did you
And
get?
then they have no plan to spend that money in that current year.
Yeah, we don't spend it out of the general fund at all. We transfer it to a land acquisition fund. I think, was it $159,000 maybe that we got in?
Last year?
Yeah.
Last year.
Well, you're going to get less and less.
I know, we're gonna,
It's going to be tighter and tighter. The line.
Right.
Local government funds been cut.
Yep.
But Susan, this is typically, I never ask.
Right.
You're always really close.
You're right, yeah.
But this popped up. So let's
Yeah.
blame the.
Well, I think it's the budgeting software. I just didn't. Oh, I'm sorry. Was there something you wanted to say?
I'm just sitting here observing. You're the one making the comment. Do your job. I do have a question after you're done. Thank you.
do, it shows the actual, what's being spent. So maybe less was spent, I'm thinking.
Well, obviously there was less than this.
Yeah. We had no big expenses last year out of general fund. I had planned, I had planned $100,000, and I had talked to the trustees about $100,000 and set it up in the general fund to be used for the park. And then they decided they didn't want it to come out of the general fund. They wanted to track that money out of our land acquisition fund for another year or so, until the park was open and being used. So they didn't want it to come out of the general fund. So that was a hunk that didn't get spent, that I had planned on, that I thought would get spent.
Okay. I have nothing further.
I'll move to approve.
Excuse. All right. I'm sorry.
Second, if there's a question?
Yeah, my question is, as a regular attendee of these meetings, and I have listened to Mrs. Plotkin's statement and also Mr. Hitchcock's statement, particularly the one about the fiscal officer holding the trustees accountable for fiscal responsibility. And I'm questioning that as to whether that actually happens in Auburn Township based on regular attendance. We seem to see, my observation is that there seems to be a great deal of agreement and not very much check and balance. Perhaps Mrs. Plotkin can explain that?
I think that's for a trustee meeting, and that's not for a budget
Understood.
commission meeting.
Understood.
I made the motion.
Second.
Yes.
Aye. Aye. So, where are you going?
I'm retiring.
Why?
Oprah's changed the healthcare thing from 10 years to 20 years, and I kind of got caught in that. So I'm leaving without finishing my term, which I feel badly about, but I want my healthcare insurance.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm doing.
Don't blame me.
Yeah. But Fred will,
Welcome to the zoo.
Fred will do a good job. So.
Okay.
Look forward to working with you.
Same here.
Did you sign in?
Yes,
For us?
yes, I did.
Okay. Let me shake your hand,
Yeah,
and we'll be talking to you next year, or later this year.
Unless the township trustee decides to get rid of the position.
Thank you.
That's good.
Provided it is less than 40 days before an election, right? Yeah. provided it's less than 40 days before an
What?
election. The actual retiring of the officer.
Oh, I have no idea.
Yeah, if it's more than 40 days, OTARMA demands an election, and the appointee can stand election. OTARMA,
No,
Ohio Township Association?
No, that one.
OTA. Sorry, my error.
Because the insurance, that's the insurance.
Yes, that's the insurance act. That's correct. But yeah, they just came out with that notice. The planned retirement of Mrs. Plotkin was actually earlier than that.
Yeah, they changed the rules on when you can retire. If you retire before the end of this year, or actually the end of last year,
You did go alone.
you have to
Yeah,
retire.
but I don't think that affects employees thereafter. It did affect those retiring in 2012, correct?
So,
But
if
2013
you retired in 2012,
A momentary meeting.
Yeah,
at the
yeah.
end of the year, that's when
Right,
that happened.
right, except that this is 2013.